makes its way up towards its allotted gate. Goes on in. Flashing racing. First to actually jump Recharger, Black Sabbath commenced pretty well, and also driving across Friar's Gift, and Black Line is surging forward in company with one short just after the start, being followed by Tommy Stand Up down on the inside of Military Ruler. Easing back, Not a Mocker, Paddy Shadow, Firemaker, a bit sketchy, and back there last of all is Resistance at the 1,000 metres, and they leave the back on the far corner, and it was Black Line that was given more rein and strode across the face of the field to assume control in front. Black Line by 1 to 1 short. Recharger third, a length and a half. Friar's Gift. He was able to drop Black Sabbath back behind them, travelling up there in 5th spot. Then came Tommy Stand Up, 600 from home. A half a length away then is Military Ruler. 1 to Paddy Shadow, down on the inside of Not a Mocker. Third last at the top of the straight, Firemaker. Back there in company with a bit sketchy and Resistance. Homeward bound, 370 to go. The mare Black Line by a length and a half, 1 short. Down on the inside, Recharger. Friar's Gift, and now Black Saturday is coming down. Black Sabbath down the outside at the 200. Black Sabbath surges up with Military Ruler in pursuit as well. Black Sabbath from Military Ruler when they go past the 100. Military Ruler draws alongside, reaches the lead. The drought is over for Military Ruler. Comes away 1,071 days since his last win. Military Ruler from Black Sabbath, and then third Resistance down the outside, charging through. They were followed close up behind them. Friar's Gift, Recharger, 1 short, Not a Mocker. Then Firemaker, a gap in the field. Black Line who weakened, then Paddy Shadow second last when they'd pulled up a bit sketchy, and Tommy Stand Up brought up the tail. Military Ruler, ridden by William Pike, first up. Ends a long absence out of the winner's circle, the 7-year-old. And he pricked his ears up over the final stages when zipping past Black Sabbath, and has drawn away. Great result here for those connections involved with Military Ruler for the Darren McAuliffe stable. Came off a really good trial recently, and he has put them away. A return to the winners list. Military Ruler by Universal Ruler from General's Delight for Kevin Berry's Impressive Racing, Kim Shepherd, F. Hoff, J. McIntosh, C. Rouston, G. McAuliffe, and Ms. S.T. Escott, along with Brian McAuliffe, PJ McAuliffe, K. McKinnell, S. Thompson, L. Poultney, and D. Hinchcliffe. Defeats 7, Black Sabbath. Ease back, sat up, and then charged late. Hit the front only to be swamped by Black Friars out of City Miss. Robin Todd Harvey, and third placing to number 10 in Resistance, which has come from last at the top of the straight by Regano, Jade McNaught, and Fred Kersley. A length and a quarter by half a length in 1:17.04, 35.27. The final 600 there of the Lynn Ryan 80th birthday handicap. The Crown Perth handicap is the 5th at 250. 14 Lord Greystoke is the scratching. Let's get straight out now to Brittany Taylor, who is with a patient William Pike, just walking back on Military Ruler, who breaks the drought.
He certainly does. It's been over 1,000 days, and Willie, it was a nice performance for a horse. It's having a good blow now too, so there may even be more improvement to come, and that was impressive.
Yeah, it was impressive. I think a lot of this is just nervous energy. He hadn't been here for a while, and he's fresh and he wanted to have a go.
Did you feel on cornering that you were going to be able to reel them in?
I definitely thought I was right in. I was just hoping that I suppose Black Sabbath didn't kick any more than it did, and that I'd stay strong to the line. You know, he hadn't had a long time off, and credit to Darren to be able to have him able to run right through the line after such a long layoff.
And he was even hard to pull up, so it is a credit to the stable horse that clearly I think the owners will be very happy to have him back. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
And Darren McAuliffe joins us here, just talking to some people that would know this might just be your greatest ever training performance here today with this fella.
Yeah, I mean, he just... a lot of work's gone into it, yeah.
Can you tell us that story?
It's a pretty long one. Yeah, I mean, he's got average feet. We've retired him on a couple of occasions, and there's a lot of people to thank. I'll probably get most of the credit for it, but no, I mean, the wife, Fauzi, the farrier, and Debbie back home that rides him, and all the staff, like it's application to little details, and that's the result. You know, if you don't, dot the I's and cross the T's, then you don't get these kind of results. So yeah, it's very, very fulfilling.
When did you make that decision to persevere with him then?
I'd been doing it for a while, and no one really knew what I was doing. We were sort of trimming his feet and sort of getting him back under control and getting him to a place where the horse then told me he was ready to have another crack. And everyone thought I was a bit mad, but they're probably right, aren't they, really?
He's a mighty horse. His record proved that before today. He didn't need to prove anything today, really, did he? But he must hold a special place in your heart.
Yeah, he does. He's one of the first ever universal rulers born, and he might even actually be the first. And yeah, he's just a lovely horse, and he's got a big motor, and if it wasn't for his little physical disabilities, he'd be a lot better.
Talking about getting him back today in that wonderful first up run, is he a day-to-day proposition, or do you think you can get a good prep in him?
No, what I've done with him this prep, I know where he's at. We're pretty confident today that he'd be winning, and I've just been able to train him the way I need to this prep. So yeah, we'll see how he pulls up. But yeah, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve nowadays, so yeah, very, very happy and very rewarding. He's
been a mighty horse with his West Speed bonuses as well. He's ticked over nearly $400,000. Great job, as always. Wonderful training performance, and enjoy this moment, all that hard work into this horse. And we heard the roar, so there's some happy owners as well. Well done, D-Mac.
Yeah, hopefully they sling me.
Well done.